ESG is a huge opportunity for the sector to demonstrate its critical role in the world's transition to a sustainable future. But the lack of cohesion amongst stakeholders is diluting the benefit that could be harnessed by mining companies, local stakeholders, and capital providers. What's more, substantial inefficiency around this subject is wasting time and costs, when all we are trying to get to is the same end goal.
If you're a user of the Digbee ESG tool, such as an investor, you will be presented with a report that will contain the scores of whichever projects you are interested in. This score is based on the mining company completing a short questionnaire. The questionnaire is in line with all of the different international standards and frameworks for sustainability, but has also been written so that it focuses in on actions and impacts. So what is that company really doing right now to ensure that they are operating in a responsible manner now and for the long term?
Simply assess and screen companies and their projects to an approved, standardised, right-sized and forward-thinking framework, removing inefficiency in evaluation of ESG while encouraging change on the ground and in the boardroom.
When a mining company registers for an account on Digbee, they are able to populate their corporate profile. Having an account on Digbee also allows them to make an ESG submission, which is scored and the results of which are then made public on their Digbee profile page, such as this one. Here we're looking at a fictional company called Acme Exploration Limited, and this is just an early clickable prototype just to show you what you could expect to see. On the menu, you can see there's a link to an ESG summary, which when you click, it will jump you down the page and you can see an overview of the company's ESG score. You can also see a breakdown by area, so you can see how they scored at the corporate level as well as the project level. You're able to compare their scores at these different levels with previous years, so you can see how a company is progressing over time. If you're interested in seeing a full breakdown, you can do that as well. And here on this page, you can see the company's responses to each question they've been asked at the various levels. So here's the question, the standards that this question may relate to, such as IFC, ICMM, SASB, the company narratives supplied with each of their responses, and any evidence that they supplied as well. You can then see the company's score for this particular response to this question. All the company's responses can also be filtered by standards that you might be interested in, and that can be one or more standards. Finally, you can also see a positives v negatives tab here, which will summarize at a glance all the positives and the negatives of a company's submission.